Let's get into some Jocktober stuff.
Jocktober.
Jocktober. Here's the official sweeper, a brand new one, by the way.
Happy Jocktober, everybody, from your friends at the Opie and Anthony Show. It's a celebration of hacky, pukey radio shows and DJs from across this great nation of ours.
Oh, it's just the worst.
That sound is actually coming out from between her legs rather than her mouth, I think.
Yeah.
Strike up the crapola, it's Jocktober.
There's a person stranded. There's a show. It's stranded.
That's funny. Good stuff. Hey, now there you go. There's a little improv stand-up for you.
What the hell was that?
Happy Jocktober, everybody, from your friends at the Opie and Anthony Show.
Let's all do it. There was no joy attached to that sound. None.
Oh, my God.
And there you go. We're ready for Jocktober today. Sam's in studio.
Jocktober. Many stations celebrate Rocktober. We celebrate Jocktober and highlight shows from around the nation with jocks. And, of course, so we hope there's a hole in everyone. A hole, that's code for the woman on the show.
It's code
There's
for...
always the hole, the fun kryptonite.
It's called the yield sign.
Yeah, the yield sign.
Yeah.
Anything that can slow any fun down,
Yeah.
the hole will do it.
Oh, yeah.
And, Sam, does this show have a hole?
You bet it does.
You betcha.
You betcha.
We are looking in on the morning show. Is that what they're called? Just
Yeah.
the morning show.
Just the morning show.
All right. And this is with Trapper Jack.
Yeah, he's kind of the captain of the ship.
Sam, let me tell you something. For any new listener, let me just fill you in.
We say it
Sam
every
is a
time, though.
douche.
He really...
Sam is such a... He looks so innocent, but he is the biggest son of a bitch out of anyone I've ever known in radio, by the way.
All right, so we got the morning show with Trapper Jack.
Trapper Jack. Yeah, the captain.
The captain.
The info man.
What's the info
Who
man
is the
all about?
info man?
Well, I think the info man is their announcer and I guess their news guy. He didn't really give out much info this morning, but he was there.
Yeah. Every morning show has to have the captain of the ship, some kind of info guy that gets a little edgy in between newscasts, you know.
That's why he's
Gets in on the discussion a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Some of the,
and then you got the yield sign, which is the hole.
Yeah.
And also you got to have some kind of stunt boy.
Yeah.
And you got to kind of call him stunt boy or stunt this or stunt that.
I didn't hear any stunt boy, but that might also be because it's a soft rock station.
Oh,
so they didn't
soft rock.
Ooh, soft rock.
Soft rock.
So they're really keeping it safe this show.
The hole is Terry, what is that?
Moyer.
Yeah, M-O-I-R.
Yeah.
So Terry, Trapper Jack, and the info man.
Yeah, it's out of WDOK in Cleveland.
All right.
WDOK.com for the visual today.
Oh, yeah.
So people can play along at home.
Let's punch that up and see if we can look at what they look like, Danny. That'd be a pleasure.
I swear this is the first time I'm looking at them. And I'm laughing already because I just know it's not
I know what this is going to be like. It's going to be three people with their arms around each other, smiling in some wacky setting.
Yeah,
it's just the same crap.
Oh, my God.
Is that her? I
That's
can't
her.
see her. Is it? Can we get a bigger picture? Or okay, thanks. I would never question.
She's all right for
Danny.
That's a way better Terry.
Yeah, she's all right for a radio chick.
Yeah, it could be. Oh, wait a minute. Hold it. Okay.
I said all right. I didn't say.
She's a better Terry, though.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
an upgrade Terry.
Dude, anything is better than
Terry Clifford.
yesterday. Yeah, but
Good old
this,
Terry Clifford got a beating yesterday for all you Rochester listeners.
This is a haggard mom teetering on grandmotherhood.
Well, she's got the waterfall bangs.
Yeah.
The rest of the hair is permed. I don't know what's going on.
The hairdo is very, very old.
She looks like the woman who was bit by Robert De Niro in Cape Fear.
Yeah, right.
I can see that.
All right, well, and who else we got?
All right, let's look at either Trapper Jack or Info Man.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
And she might be she might get top billing because when you pop up the website, there she is.
Soft rock.
Oh, here we go.
Here we
Yeah.
go. Now we're talking.
There's Trapper Jack.
Trapper Jack.
Uh-huh.
What's up?
How old would you put Trapper Jack at?
Oh, he's probably
Oh, look at that. All right, Trapper Jack.
Trapper Jack.
Oh, does he look like a ghoul? He looks a little like Peter Gabriel. A little bit like Peter Gabriel.
He's probably been kicking around the Cleveland market for 20 some odd years, I'd imagine.
King of Cleveland.
All right, why don't we get right into this here? So, Jocktober, the morning show, with Trapper Jack. We got Terry.
Yeah.
Talking about her run-in with the law. Now, this is weird because that's Anthony's bit.
That's me. I've talked many times about getting pulled over and how it goes.
And why did you pick this break? Because it's very similar to how Anthony handles the cops?
I just figured part of Jocktober is kind of seeing maybe if our show needs to improve based on the techniques of others. And that maybe we could pick up a couple tips from Terry and the gang.
Oh, God.
All right, here we go.
Listen carefully, Anthony.
I am.
Terry Moyer was stopped by a member of law enforcement this morning.
Gendarme?
The gendarme, Gendarme John got her.
But I was wrong.
You were wrong. That's right. You were wrong. And you told him, what'd you say? As soon as he pulled you over, what did you say?
I got out my license. I got out my registration. As he walked up, I handed him the license and the registration, and I said, I was wrong, and I got nothing.
Assuming what? What were you assuming?
Well, he was going to say, ma'am, do you know what you did wrong? Yeah, I know I was wrong. But I actually didn't know whether I was speeding or whether I wasn't sure what it was.
First observation. When you're talking about real life stuff, you can't do it like this. So you got pulled over this morning. You got to, if you're going to have real talk, you got to use your voice. This type of voice should just be, introing records and doing weather forecasts.
Dave Mustaine's picture up there as a comparison. A little bit. I like that.
A little bit.
The hair.
So there's the beginning of the I got pulled over bit, Anthony.
So we know that she was wrong because she mentioned it 4 times in 30 seconds.
She said she was wrong.
But didn't know what she did at all.
And she got nothing?
Yeah, she said, I have nothing. But she had no idea what she did. She just knew whatever it was wrong.
It was wrong. Okay.
And so I said to him, I know the speed limit, I have children, and I know I should have gotten up earlier if I'd wanted to pack those lunches.
Good answer,
and he
Mom.
looked at me and he said, I didn't get you for speeding. He said, you did not come to a complete and full stop back at that stop sign. And I said, I know because I'm a moron. And I said, and I apologize. I mean, I was very contrite because I knew I was wrong.
Right,
I mean, what was I going to say? I knew I was wrong. So he said, all right, well, I'm going to let you off with a warning. And I said, thank you so much.
Well, that was nice.
That was really extremely nice.
And then he gave you more information.
Then he said to me, by the way, just for your information, we're going to be out all week. All these streets around here.
All the streets.
Be aware out there today. There seems to be something in the air besides the fall weather here.
Oh, my God. Would you just kill yourself? I would go home and just swallow a shotgun.
Pack those lunches.
Oh,
that took me a little while.
And this guy wanted to be like the next Howard Stern or something, and now he's just doing soft rock morning show.
Well, yeah, he's doing edgy radio because his co-host didn't come to a complete stop.
And she calls herself a moron, which is weird because her last name is Moore, so Terry Moron, I wonder if they play off that.
Ho. Did she, was that what it was, rolling through a stop sign?
She just didn't come to a complete stop.
Darn her.
Gosh darn it.
Oh, wow.
To you.
It's probably a supercar weekend for her.
Huh? I'll tell you how many
probably
times.
Probably a supercar weekend for her.
Yeah.
Supercar weekend.
I think we just depressed Patrice with this whole thing. It's just bad, huh?
This is it, huh?
Yeah, this is what some people have. This is all they have.
It's just wow. And they just again, I come in every once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
And you just go, is it really like the child? Like, okay, if they just weren't able to be fired, would they be down to do something else?
Yeah.
If they knew, like this, they're always at the threat of being fired. But he just knows how to not be fired. There's just no more fighting him. And it's just, and then this woman.
A lot of these guys, they get beaten down to the point that, management knows they're going to behave. This guy will never say anything crazy or edgy.
And they just know.
He will never know the feeling of like leaving a radio station and wondering if you have a job the next day.
No. He just knows.
Which, by the way, is a terrific feeling. The
adrenaline
rush you get, it's amazing.
He's there forever.
And then you get to call, like in our case, I'll call Anthony and go, holy, yes, we skated.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
I hope we did.
Oh, my God.
Wait another day.
Right.
Well, don't jinx it.
How many times have we called each other? I think we're going to skate on this one.
I think we made it.
All right, let's get back to this terrific radio out of Cleveland, WDOK.
You can't get Trapper Jack on an iPod.
That's right.
That's
now, this is
true.
now
Yes.
the first was kind of them just kind of talking about their lives,
Right.
You know.
Is this the #1 show in Cleveland?
I don't even know.
I don't know their ratings.
Trapper Jack makes a Britney Spears joke. Now that's kind of brave and probably a bit edgy, I would assume.
a little bit,
Any
especially
Britney
for them.
Spears joke would be a bit on the edgy side. Terry throws up the yield sign though and goes, "Now."
Oh, the whole steps in. Okay.
Britney Spears has a exercise video coming
she's
out.
going to do the Jane Fonda thing. She is going to show you how she got back in shape and help you get in shape too.
The gurney crunches are phenomenal. They really are.
She looks great.
She looks.
She has really worked her way back.
She has.
Oh my God!
She looks great.
It's the same broad working on every single one of these shows. That was their chance
It's
to
the same
have a little
voice, the same girl, the same voice. No, she looks great. Oh, how dare you?
Gurney crunches. I mean, come on. That's all right. Oh, now she looks great. Then we move on to Terry.
Speaking of cars, Ford is going to come out with a smart key that will, if you program it as such, you won't be able to drive over 80 in your car.
Well, the idea is for the teen,
That's
primarily.
Right. Yeah, they won't be able to turn the stereo up more than halfway.
I love that.
And
that is funny.
The stereo will go off automatically after 5 minutes if the driver hasn't buckled up.
Oh, I love this.
It will become disabled. I guess Ford came out with the very first anti-theft chip that came out, so they're kind of
Can you set it lower than
expanding
80?
on it. No.
Oh, shut up.
Pretty fast.
No, that's
Set it for 10.
Can you set it for lower than
80 so fast. This is the bitch that's in front of me every day.
You shouldn't even be going 80.
Oh,
Can we
that's
get it down to
driving like
60?
a maniac. That's driving like a crazy person.
Oh, my God.
Can you believe it? Can you get it lower than 80?
They just look for news stories and say, "What's the least amount of fun you could have talking about this?"
Right. I would be fired for sexual harassment. I would be just like, and not because I pull out my junk. I would just have to call her the C, or I would just like.
I would pull out my junk. I would like get behind her when she doesn't know, unzip, pull out your stuff there, and then tap her on the shoulder so she turns her head and you hit her in the cheek. And then watch the sexual harassment charges pile up.
I would just ask her if she wants to smell my fingers every morning until she quits. Just go away. Let us men have some fun.
Dip your fingers in tuna.
Right, every morning.
And then put them under her nose and go, "Do you think I should tell her something?
Right.
Do you think I should say something to
I had a wild one last night. Smell, Terry.
Oh, gosh. I'm going to HR.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure you will.
Wow, is she
well.
just anti-fun?
I'm just interested in seeing the people, like the people who listen.
Yeah.
This
Who's
is their
listening?
regular listening,
Chuckling
and
along in their car.
The face of a real fan of the show.
Yeah.
Like just who are you?
Where they go? They go out to every one of their appearances.
Yeah. Hi.
Probably bake them.
Oh, I've been a fan for so long. Yeah, my name is Joan, and I've been a fan for so long. This is my friend Sharon. Hi, big fan. I just love, Terry, how you keep the guys in check. You know, you control that show. You wear the pants on that show.
The guy just sitting there.
The guy's got to sit there and just go, I'm gonna knock her in the head with a lug wrench out in the parking lot.
I had dreams when I got in this business, and now I'm with this broad.
Yeah.
And her yappy friends. Well, we got a trivia question. You know,
I love trivia.
The real morning shows out there, they have to have a trivia question every morning.
You got to get the callers calling in, you know.
Of course you do, Sam. Of course.
All right, Alicia has 32
of them.
Teeth.
I'm not
How about
telling you.
Well, I
I'm
do.
just telling you.
I do.
I gave you a clue. It's not legs.
Wait, we missed something there, Sam.
Oh boy.
Well, the question is, a leech has 32 what?
Oh,
A what?
leech. Oh, okay.
A leech.
A leech has 32 what?
A leech?
Miles.
Total alimony payments?
See, there you go.
Sure.
Even taking their crappy material and making it funny. That's what we attempt to do anyway.
Yeah, thank you.
Who cares? My answer would be, I don't care. My answer is, what are Opie and Anthony doing this morning?
All right, a leech has
32 of them.
teeth.
I'm not
How about
telling you.
I got
Well, is that her being edgy? Like, she asked the question, then he answers it, and she goes, well, I'm not telling you?
Yeah.
What is that?
Well, the listeners haven't gotten a chance to answer yet.
And then they get, the second they get off the air, he's just like, and if that goddamn Mission Impossible music is played any louder, you're out of here, son of a bitch. Like, he's just mad, so he yells at all of his staff. You just know it.
Tony in Cleveland.
Hey, I don't understand why Trapper Jack's talking about Britney Spears, what she looks like, because Trapper Jack is blind.
What? Oh, you're kidding, right?
Way to go, Sam. Guy's just trying to, make a living.
Can't even see anything.
Can't even see.
But
He
you
can't
know
even
what?
see how awful his radio is.
He doesn't even give the dignity of wearing the comfortable I'm blind glasses.
Yeah.
No, it's just kind of...
Forcing you to look at his unblind.
Well, his publicity shot on the website looks like he's looking at the camera. I imagine they just put him in a room with a circle of cameras and figure one of these shots will pick up the shot.
Yeah.
You knew that?
No, I had no idea he was blind.
Wow. What does it say? How do you know he's blind? I mean, is it in his bio? No, it's not.
Trevor Jack is blind.
Steve
Born
from
in
Bayshore.
Schenectady.
Yeah.
Steve from Bayshore said, I just did a Google search. He is legally blind.
Legally blind, that's different.
That could be anything.
You can still see a little. Like the governor. Yeah, the governor.
Well, the governor's
governor's pretty
Blizzy
effing
blind. Like
he's pretty effing blind.
He's blind and my effing blind.
I don't know what he's looking at when he gets up there. I like that guy, though. I really like him. I think he's a good governor. He's
an honest guy.
He's an honest guy. He seems sincere and stuff like that. But goddamn, I cannot look at him giving a speech.
Because he won't wear the make me feel comfortable glasses.
Right. Mm-hmm. It's not for you. It's for everyone else.
Yeah.
Put the glasses on.
How do you like him? He's black. You can't like black guys.
Okay. All right. Now I'm up to 2.
Admitted he did coke, cheated on his wife. You can't even. There's nowhere else to go with it.
Yeah.
You know how this guy is smooth. He's blind and he's cheating on his wife. God,
yeah.
That's.
You could say
just amazing.
You're blind. I thought it was you. You should say that. I tripped and fell into it.
Yeah.
All she did was grunt. Same grunt you did.
All right, let's get to the answer to the trivia question.
God, you're selfish, Anthony.
All right, here we go. A leech has 32 what?
I don't know.
All right, a leech has
32 of them.
teeth.
I'm not
How about
telling
I
you.
got 32. Well, I
I'm
do.
just telling you.
I do.
I gave you a clue. It's not legs. I have 32 teeth. You have 32 teeth.
Don't you start out with 32?
No.
And then they start removing them when you hit about 18? Isn't that the way? Hey, Jimbo, is that about right? 32?
I'm looking it up now.
Shut up!
Terry's laughing at me. But
What? There's
enough. Shut up!
Right.
Holy good God.
Enough. What's the matter with
Enough
you?
about the leech.
Well, Jimbo is Info Man, so they were going to Info Man to find out how many teeth you have.
All right. Info Man.
What's so funny about a guy saying he has 32 teeth?
I have no idea.
What is she covering up with all that dumb laughter?
don't you start out with 32?
No.
And then they start removing them when you hit about 18? Isn't that the way? Hey, Jimbo, is that about right? 32?
I'm looking it up now.
I think it is. Terry's laughing at me, but I think it's around 32. And then
You do not have 32 teeth.
No,
When it counts.
of course you do.
I think you're right.
Yeah, right. That's not the question.
Balls.
Who cares? What, Patrice?
32 balls. Like, who cares? Like,
Patrice is getting angry. I love it.
32 things that suck blood off of things. Like,
Yeah.
what does a leech do? It's a slug that does stuff. Just
It's yeah.
there's 32 reasons to hate you.
They spent about 40 minutes worth of talk breaks this morning taking phone calls from people about how many 32 what on a leash. This was all morning.
And then they talk long enough.
You know, it's not one of us have
Google.
asked you what the answer is because
No, why would you
care? Don't tell me. I don't want to know.
The answer's not here, so.
Good. I really don't care.
I don't know if you call it teeth or tendrils that suck the blood.
Suck the blood, those old blood sucking things.
No.
How about blood sucking things?
Ew,
no! Oh, the holes are the worst thing in radio. You friggin' holes.
But it's blood sucking. Ew.
Yeah, you no. Patrice is just yawning. 32 yawns from this show.
How about blood sucking thing? You know those little suction
blood-sucking
Maybe some kind of suction thing that goes and takes the blood right out of you. Maybe it's some kind of.
I came up with this question.
She
No.
says ew. That ew.
To do with blood.
There's nothing to do with blood.
Okay,
nothing at all.
That ew. Great impression. That ew was the same ew from those college girls walking home in Animal House after they went to the black bar. But I liked him. He was nice. Ew. No real woman does that.
But those sucking sound effects were a little gross.
Oh, yeah, that was a little edgy.
Yeah.
Cleveland deserves this.
The barren streets of Cleveland.
Yeah. Cleveland, if this was another town, I'd be like, man.
Yeah.
But Cleveland, you deserve it.
Sam, there's two things you could do with this to pump it up. Try the bleep game.
Okay.
And somebody's suggesting Blue Healer, of course, from Kentucky. Isolate the hole. One of our favorite things to do.
Let's do it.
And just see what she contributes.
What she contributed to their show this morning.
All right.
According to the breaks we just played.
I will do that.
All right. Thank you, Sam. Jock. Oh.
It's all right. Sorry. We'll recover.
Jocktober.
There's your Jocktober show for today.
I just feel like swearing right now.
Oh, I know. I know.
Gets you mad, right?
It's infuriating.
I don't feel like I don't even. You come in the morning, you got to have like trying to be funny without cursing mind. And
Yeah.
I don't feel like it right now.
I just want to curse.
I want to just curse.
It's just frustrating that they're using these voices to talk about the real stuff, and it's just bland.
Can I tell you if Anthony held out for just a year? That I guarantee you I'd had a nice threesome with one of these CW girls. They just are gorgeous. It's a bunch of sexy CW 11 chicks. You selfish bastard. You just could have hung in there, had a quick party, and then bammo.
Yeah, well.
Couldn't do it.
Damn.
Couldn't hold
Looking
on.
at this show, it's a lot of tender, and old tenders too, like 35, 40. Deliciousness.
Yeah.
Selfish son of a gun.
You
know what? You should listen to Trapper Jack. Tie you down and make you listen to Trapper Jack for an hour for that.
I couldn't hold out any longer, Patrice.
Just to let him, not to wheel you around like Silence of the Lambs,
like Hannibal Lecter
on a gurney, and just wheel you around and
with
make
a
you
muzzle
follow Trapper Jack.
muzzle over my zipper.
Blind, boring life.
Really fast before we move on to a couple other things. We just played that dumb show out of Cleveland.
Yeah.
And the whole, Terry.
Yeah. The whole.
We had Sam isolate exactly what she did during those clips we played.
So this is from everything we heard.
Yeah.
This is her sole contribution.
This is what she contributed, proving our point.
Let me strap in.
For the most point, women are useless on radio. For the most point.
Wild ride.
Huh?
This is going to be a wild ride.
Oh, yeah.
Let me strap the F in.
Yeah, buckle up. Here it comes. Oh, the hole.
We didn't have to
crazy.
We didn't have to mess with the tape. Nothing. We said, Sam, whenever she talks, isolate it and make a montage. And this is why women, for the most part, should not be doing radio, because this is their role. This is their role right here.
Wow, that is literally
That's it.
a roll.
Here we go.
Nothing.
I love that. Oh, I love this. Can you set it lower than 80?
They really are.
She looks great.
She looks.
32 teeth. You have 32 teeth? No.
And then they start the whole blood sucking thing.
No.
How about blood?
No.
So it's not even guys. It takes.
There's nothing to do with blood.
Okay.
I was wrong, and I got nothing.
That's what she
That
did.
sums it up. No. Ew. No.
Sarah Palin.
Yeah.
Is she flying
It's not
under?
like Sarah Palin.
Is she flying under the radar or what?
Oh, gosh. I can't, Sierra. It's
All right.
my car.